Okay, unfortunately, like one of the viewers suggested, these heads are junk. He told me they were junk. I suspected they were junk. Took them to the machine shop. Kept the heads, looked at them, checked them out, did odds and ends, said those heads were great heads, they're good to go, put them on. Unfortunately, like I may have mentioned before, the studs are screwed up. The valve guides were not milled like they were supposed to for a high lift cam. They're junk. I don't trust them anymore, so off they come. So that's what we're going to do today. Start pulling the heads and continue from there. Hopefully we'll get heads back on, get everything checked. Maybe we'll get lucky and everything will be good and we can start reassembling the engine. Here it is. I had this sucker up and down so many times. I put zippers on the heads, intake, oil pan. I just zipped them in apart. And I'm not hardly joking. Clearancing this thing has been a bear. Anyway, I think we're going to try to get it running today. I've got just some cheap wires. Actually, I took junk wires and parts because I don't want to spend 60 bucks on a set of wires that I can't use. I don't think I'll put headers, put this in the IROC. So we're just putting this thing together with parts. Punched a little hole in the radiator, it looks like. See a little wet spot right there. Hopefully it won't leak too much water. We're going to try to get the plugs in it. I've got it statically timed. We'll get some float bowls full of gasoline, open the door and give this thing. We'll see if it's going to go or blow. You're going to watch me. We'll watch it go or blow together. I'm going to get back to work and we'll bring you back shortly. This is the pig in a poke carburetor, and true to form, float bowls are stuck on it. We got the ignition disconnected and the plug's still out. I was rotating the engine over to fill the float bowls with a fuel pump, and it started blowing out the vent. Now I've got gasoline puddled up everywhere. Now looking through this float bowl right here, if you can see it or not, it's freaking black in there. I don't know what's going on there. And this one here, float stuck, shooting out the vent right here. So we're going to pull off the pig in a poke carburetor and put something else on there. One more delay, but we'll get there. Found another carburetor on the shelf, so we pulled that pig in a poke carburetor off with a stuck float and replaced it with this 600 Holley, vacuum secondary Holley. No doubt some raw gas. Tina's hollering at me. No doubt some raw gas dropped down in the intake manifold, so I've still got the plugs out. I've blown out all the plug holes, and I've shot some oil in there. Each one we're going to let the oil soak, spin it over some more, and then come back and see if we can get it started again. One more time. Pig in a poke is just a curse. It never goes away. Okay, we're ready to give it a try. I have oil dry standing by, fire extinguisher, extra coolant. What else? I don't know. This thing has been a pain, so we're going to see if it'll stick together. Should fire up. Hopefully it will stay together. I'll run it for 20 minutes, 2300 RPMs, and let it break in, provided it sticks together. Tina, fire extinguisher's right there. I did add oil, and I'm going to replete myself just so I can check behind myself. I dried out the intake, blew air in there, dried out the cylinders, added some oil to the cylinders, let it soak, turned it over multiple times, oil the rings in case they got washed out with gasoline, replaced the pig in a poke carburetor with a better one. I don't know. Let's try it and see. I don't know. Hope it holds together. I'm going to go get some earplugs. I'll be right back. I'll get some for you too. Okay, it's going to smoke like a freight train, so be prepared. A lot of smoke. Wish us luck, you guys. Wish us luck. Let's see what we have. minutes into the run, we broke an oil line. That's the reason we shut the video off. Oil line to the gauge. Started blowing off oil all over the place. Shut it down, fixed the oil line, cranked it back up, ran it about another 13 minutes. The temperature started creeping up. It got up to about 200, a little above that. I shut it off completely. Went and did a little research. They said I need to put a bypass hose from the water pump to the intake. So I put the bypass hose on there, ran it to the intake, and it's been running now for probably 15, 20 minutes. I've already broken it in now. Got a good little lick to it. Everything seems to be okay. We burned an ignition wire too. I had to replace the ignition wire. They were junk, but that's okay. We'll work out those little details. Anyway, we got a 385 stroker and she's running and sounds pretty good. I'm happy.